Okay, so we're here at one of the short-term rentals that we manage in Henderson, and we are going through the self checklist that every year you have to get it re-inspected for the licensing.
Yes.
So we're gonna go through just for the owner and for the property management, what you need before the inspector comes.
Right? There's a lot of different things that you need to check for the self checklist. And I guess we'll go over some of the more important items that we need to look out for and be sure that those items are in working order. And we'll do a walkthrough. I think that would be the easiest thing for us to do is we'll walk through everything. But I can tell you off the top of my head, the most important things that we really need to follow through with and check. And that would be all of our licensing needs to be hung, quiet hours. We also need an exit plan. We need to an up-to-date exit plan, emergency exit plan. Now, for every single floor of the short-term rental property, you'll need one fire extinguisher.
This one is 4 floors.
Yeah, so this property actually has 4 floors. So we need to be sure that we have 4 current fire extinguishers that are not expired, that are up to the regulation that they're looking for. We also have to take a very good look at each appliance and make sure that all of the appliances are up to code, which means like for a water heater, for instance, that needs to be up to code. And we'll talk about that as we go in and look at the actual water heater. I guess a home inspection. You've done a bunch of home inspections, so you know what a water heater needs to look like to be up to code.
Yeah, smoke detectors.
Smoke detectors. Smoke detectors need to be interconnected. Batteries need to be in working order. So those are just some of the things. Also, pool alarms need to be on every single door of the property that would have access to the pool. We'll go through that as well. We'll show you what that looks like. They also need to be on the windows, every window, and we'll go through that and take a look at that too. So, like I was mentioning earlier to you, we need to, or if you're looking for a management company and you're investing in short-term rental, you want to be sure that your management company actually is very familiar with all of these steps in updating your licensing.
Oh, yeah, and getting it on time because if it lapses, can you so if it's one that's already within 1,000 feet of another short-term rental and then it lapses, can you get it again after or qualified?
If the license lapses and someone else was issued a short-term rental license in between that time, you've pretty much forfeit your your license.
Or, like, most of them? Because I know in Henderson, especially more towards the city, there's so many that are grandfathered in
Mhm.
that are within 1,000 feet of each other, but just because 'cause they've been there for so long, they gave the license.
Mhm.
So if that one were to lapse, you would forfeit. You couldn't get it after.
I believe so.
And that's huge here, having the license.
Oh, yeah, it's huge. It's a very long, tedious process. Not a guarantee. And so any property that has a short-term rental license is extremely valuable.
What about in unincorporated Clark County? How's that process going right now?
Like I said, it's a long and tedious process. There is a wait list and it's not a guarantee. We did have 2 of our clients that actually applied and they were granted a license. And so we're managing those properties now. So there is hope. You have to take into consideration that it's not a guarantee.
Yeah, and then even if you do get the license, then you have to make sure you have everything for the inspection.
Yes.
That's a lot
Yeah.
of requirements.
It's a lot of requirements. It's definitely doable. And we have Anthony that works for us that has been doing this for now 4 years. And we actually just received our short-term rental license today and for
For
racetrack.
racetrack.
Yeah, and so that is live today. And so it's super exciting and it's a very tedious process as so finding a management company that has experience with that is very important.